What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, just got this box. Guess what it has in it? It says right there, smartphone tablet, but it's not a tablet. Let me see if I can show you what it is. Ooh, look at this. Got a little 3M sided little nibs here. That's for grip, and the reason is what we have is basically a Bluetooth radio, and that's Chinese. Is there any American or English instruction on here? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Retro desktop speaker. Cool. Now, the reason I got this is long and convoluted, but I might tell you anyway because I like sharing my life's work, and since this is my channel, I can do whatever I want. So I picked this up because it was inexpensive. It was one of the most inexpensive speakers that I found on Amazon in terms of, being Bluetooth. We do have a 3.5 millimeter extension cable here. We have a micro USB cable, which I'm going to need to power this sucker. And then we also have these little feet stop. And I'm kind of wondering, I guess you would want to put these in there. It does have these little plastic legs, and you can see Phillips screws holding them in. So I'm assuming that they go on the bottom here. It obviously slides around a little bit, but I'm not going to bother with these. I will say, though, that this is like a laminate, and I think this is what they call the white wood, and then there was an oak, which was a much more brown. I thought this looked a little more modern. I got it. It's a pretty good facsimile. It's kind of like a vinyl decal, and then it at least is on the front here. We do have a little bit of wear on some of that, which is kind of giving it away that it's a little bit artificial, but otherwise that looks pretty good, especially for how small it is. Let me give you some quick dimensions. If we look at it, it's about 7.5 inches long, about 3.25 inches deep, not including the volume button up there. And then in terms of height, 4 inches tall, but we get another 1/4 inch on the legs. So it does have a nice kind of retro look to it. Now, on the top, we have a mode button, advance and rewind and stop. So I think that's play pause. Even though it says stop, I think that'll play pause it as well. We have a fabric covering here with a single speaker facing me, which was not actually what I wanted. I wanted speakers on the side or up because I don't actually want the sound coming back at me. Basically, what I really wanted to do, and then this is the power button, I think. There we go. So it's got a click, and then you have volume control. We have a clear ring around it, so if I go all the way back, I think that turns it off. Now, what I really wanted to do is have a white noise machine at work that produced the white noise that I want, and most white noises are just recurring ambient sounds like waves or rain or static, but I didn't want that. I actually really love coffee shop sounds, people talking, clinging, clanging, that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just more productive when I hear that kind of noise. And there's a number of sites that do that and have those audio tracks like on YouTube or whatever, but they don't go onto white noise machines. And I was trying to think, how could I hack it? And I thought, well, that's stupid. Why don't I just get a Bluetooth speaker like this, but not actually pair it to anything, but get one with a TF card slot, use an SD card, put my tracks on that, have it loaded on there, and then just use this as a white noise machine. So first of all, let's see if we can get this thing powered up and, maybe even pump a little music to it and see what it sounds like. All right, so I've got it plugged in here. I actually grabbed a TF card and I moved a Top Gun acoustic cover to it. So I've plugged that in here. First thing I want to show you is that when I got it plugged in, you get a red light around that ring of the silver but plastic knob, on the front. So that's kind of interesting. The other thing I noticed is it said, "No battery, please charge." So there is an onboard battery for this thing. I don't know if it, how long it lasts, but obviously it wasn't charged because I've got it plugged in via the USB cable here. So I want to just show you. I'm going to turn it on.
Play by TF card.
So it's telling me that it's going to play by the TF card. You can see here it's kind of flashing purple. Not sure what that means, but it actually starts automatically playing the TF card. I can play pause it with this button on the top as suspected, but as you can see, it's kind of nice. It'll almost work as a white noise machine for me. And I will say this rotary volume knob, which I really love as opposed to the clicking, because I can quick make an adjustment to it like that. It feels pretty good. It's got decent resistance to it, so I don't have to worry about it kind of flopping around or getting knocked around. pretty good volume. I mean, I wouldn't say there's a lot of bass. There might not be a lot of bass to the song as an acoustic cover, but I'm pretty impressed with it, especially how small it is. It's like an alarm clock radio size. Now let's just enjoy the acoustic rendition of the Top Gun theme song. Of course, if you want one of these, whether you're making your own white noise machine or just want to listen to the Top Gun theme song, I think pretty handsome, $30-ish device here. Pretty nice sound, nice and compact. I think it'll fit a lot of needs. I'll put a link to it in the description. Peter von Panda. Out!